The game needs me. The game needs me. The game
Track
needs me.
kings.
Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me. The game needs me. The game needs me. Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me. The game needs me. The game needs me. Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me. The game needs me. The game needs me. Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me. The game needs me. The game needs me.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to the Queen's View Report. You know what it is, bringing you the report, talking about things that matter to you while keeping you in the now. In such a unique time, we're just trying to keep everybody intrigued while trying to keep ourselves inspired. And of course, I'm Suga-T and hanging out with Miss Lady Tapatha Code, my co-host, bringing it to you from a Queen's View. Yes, we are queening in our queendom, and I hope you in your queendom as well. And I hope the kings are in their kingdom. Hey! Yay! You know what it is. So, today we got a hot show. We're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about toxic relationships. We're going to talk about things to do in this unique time. We're going to talk about an Africa trip. Larry Ukulele Red is going to bring, Larry Johnson Ukulele Red is going to actually, Larry Red Ukulele Johnson. It's one of those. We're going to get it straight because I'm going to let him introduce himself. He is actually going to tell us about an Africa trip, a trip when he went to Africa, and he's going to give us some insight, and you definitely don't want to miss this, okay? And also, we got the Rap Table Report. We're going to be bringing you some uniqueness in the Rap Table. Kind of, bringing and flipping the lyrical content, making sure that we keep you guys inspired to know that it's not just about the lyrical content of the stars mentality in the hip-hop world, but it's about just bringing a key question that can come out and come to a level of lyrical content with some lyrical content, some real lyrical content. And giving you a chance to do it as well. We're going to teach y'all about that when you guys can be a part of the Rap Table Report at one point. And of course, we got a product review. We got the review. If you want to get your product reviewed on the channel, then just hit us at Hip Hop Mind Productions at Yahoo. Remember to follow us at Suga-T Official, YouTube, Suga-T, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and make sure you join the SugarRush.com. All right, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back. And make sure you tell a friend to tune in to the Queen's View Report, bringing it to you from a queen's perspective. You know what it is.
Welcome to the Sprinkle Me School of Music and Vision Online, where we nurture your vision. Students are guaranteed to increase their value in their personal and professional development, giving them the tools to win. Our classes are affordable, quick crash courses as low as $69. Culture competent, easy for you to understand, meeting you where you are, and designed to provide a user-friendly experience for the busy person. Our courses are also perfect for the innovative person who wants to increase their knowledge and explore their vision at their highest possibilities. Most of them come with complimentary one-on-one coaching sessions, ensuring that you are headed on the right track, enabling you to put what you have learned into action immediately. Take advantage of your privilege and enroll now. Receive a free gift from us with special offers. Exercise your freedom and power to learn, or call for a free consultation at 888-436-0574. Prices may change and limited seats are available. Remember, you deserve to be sprinkled.
Sprinkle Me Slay Lip Glaze. Vegan Beauty. Don't be cruel, let them live. Healthy lipstick. Natural. No paraben, no lanolin. Vegan made. Vegan Slay. Vegan life the vegan way. Stays long under the mask. Little bit goes a long way. Slay all day with the new Sprinkle Me Slay Beauty Collection. Treat yourself or someone else at sprinkleme.biz.
The game needs me. The game needs me. The game needs me. Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me.
Yes, back at you. You know what it is. This is what it do. We try to bring the real to you, because if you don't get the real, then we're not going to grow. And the Queen's View is all about growth, right?
That's right.
It's all about bringing things into perspective and into reality so that we are not stagnated. And in a time like this, we need to grow. We need knowledge, understanding, wisdom. We need inspiration. And that is how we are able to create a healthy balance in this life to survive. Okay? So, toxic relationships.
Yes.
Recognizing them, right?
Wow. Yes.
where they could come from, how to combat them, and we're going to read a tip. Miss Lady Tapatha is going to read a tip from Your Perfume book, which highlights navigating through challenging times as you reinvent your brand or reinvent yourself, or you just go through a transition. And a lot of times transition and reinvention, there comes struggle and challenges, and we have to be able to better navigate. So let's talk about that.
Okay.
So, toxic relationships. Recognizing where they come from.
Wow. That's a heavy one, but I believe we all have them, whether we want to admit it or not. But we can heal faster if we recognize and talk about it.
That is so true. Getting to the root. A lot of times people, they always want to forget about the past.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't worry about the past. But unfortunately, the past is what continues in your presence.
That's right.
And it could have set up a root that presents itself in the present.
Wow.
So you have to bring up the past.
You said something really interesting. You said a root. And what happens when you plant the root? The roots keep growing deeper and deeper and stronger, right?
Getting covered up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So 20 years later, you're wondering, like, what's going on with me? Well,
talk
that
about
root
it.
got longer and stronger, right?
Triggers. It could set off a trigger.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's real talk when it's covered up. And I notice that a lot of people, they don't like to talk about things, especially families.
Right.
Families, they can cover it up and cover it up and cover it up. And then sometimes they wonder why they get into it when they have family events.
Exactly.
They wonder why, certain people may not want to be connected or feel a certain way. And a lot of times it's because they keep covering up the root. Oh, don't talk about that right now. Then there's a lot of different things that come with it. You can get ganged up on. People can come together and, everybody's talking because you've had a different experience than them.
Right.
So
there's no healing there if you don't talk about it.
Exactly. And I think sometimes they don't talk about it because they can't relate and they're not interested. And sometimes I think that is a part of a root that can bring trauma. And someone gets abused at that point.
That's true. That's true. And it gets passed down through generations.
Yep.
It really does.
Real
it gets
talk.
passed down through generations. If so that plant, that roots, they multiply under the ground. And then you'll have these little baby trees next to the big tree.
Yes.
Wow.
Ooh-wee.
Can you see that?
Girl, come on. That's real talk.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's dysfunctional and it's learned behavior that's passed through generations and generations. Some people think like a curse, is like, oh my God, a ghost showed up and this happened, or it's because of certain, it's because of a certain past thing that was passed through the energy. But no, it's actually the physical and actual behavior of a person who passes on the same type of mentality to people around them, to their youth, to their friends, to their family, and it continues and no one ever addresses it and stops it.
Right, that's very true. And the more we don't talk about it, it's not going to go anywhere. It may be buried. It'll show up in drugs and alcohol, drinking,
hurt, pain, crying, tenderness.
It'll show up a lot of different ways. So we just want to encourage you to talk about those roots, those deep pains. And sometimes you can't talk about to your family or someone you know. So sometimes it's going to a coffee shop or writing it in your journal. But it's very important that we detox.
Absolutely.
You agree?
I totally agree. Yeah, definitely bringing out, getting to the root of it. The root is what it blossoms continuously, and if it's covered up, it'll never be addressed. And when you can't get to the root, a lot of times people have misperceptions. They've heard one side of the story. They can't relate to your life because they didn't have that same life, so they judge you, or they got secondhand information from other parties and they only see it from one angle. And you can literally be a victim of that, because you'll go sit somewhere, and because a lot of times people don't understand that it's dysfunction and that it's abuse. And I want to get to recognizing this behavior so you can know what it is.
Right.
So recognizing the behavior of what it is.
And Queen Sugar, this is the perfect time in the world right now to deal with those issues. A lot of people are dying, are leaving this earth, and you don't want people to transition without having that conversation and understanding. But we got to put the work in. It's not easy work, but we got to put the work in. It's doable.
And you have to be willing to, because we'll talk about how to combat these people, but you have to be dealing. Sometimes people may not ever recognize it, but you have to recognize it so you can control yourself and know when it's time to back up, from the circumstance and just not be around it, or when it's time for you to have basically your armor up. Which often we're caught off guard, and especially with people that we love, because we think they're going to love us and they're going to welcome us, and maybe they're growing like us because we work on ourselves. I work on myself. When I go through something, hey, I'm looking at me. What did I do different? What can I do different? What did I do wrong? What did I do that might not have been the best decision? How can I deal with this and be better? And then I go out and not looking and blaming, but out to try to come back and regroup. And if it's other involved that I feel could be a part of that regrouping to rebuild, sometimes those people continue to not grow because they continue to release, they have an energy of certain attractions depending on what level they're at. And it's almost like you can become a black sheep and they're the white sheeps, and they're constantly saying, you're black, you black, you black, you black. It's your fault, it's you. And because they're white sheep, they don't never look at themselves. And the white sheep has an attraction of certain people that come around because they're attracted to the white color of the sheep, that type of and so they're giving them everything and lifting them up, and the black sheep just get kicks under the bus and looked down on because she got a little dirty, so now that dirtiness inside she's clean because she's working on herself, but outside she looks dirty, and people just kind of kick on her instead, and it brings her to a floor, to a ground level, but keeps this high sheep up. And everyone lifts up this sheep and makes their head bigger, and a lot of times they're leaders. They're put in leadership position.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, if you keep hearing the same thing over and over, you may believe it. So that's why it's important that I love the way you started off, Queen Sugar. Can I call you Queen Sugar?
Well, absolutely. Why would you not? I got my queen cap on too. I've been crowned. I'm in my queendom.
Yes.
I'm inviting you in my queendom from queen to queen.
Yes.
Why would you not?
Right.
You've been calling me. What made you ask me that today?
Because I normally say Suga-T, Queen. I don't know. It's just so cute. Yes.
It's so precious. It's all good, girl. So look, we have to laugh. Queens, women getting together is nothing like the beauty of women who love each other, who care, and who's here to make change.
I look forward to this time.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do. I do. I hope you all look forward to this time as well, to share this time with us. I can't wait to get here to the Queen to cut up.
Exactly.
And learn some stuff. But to really have fun and laugh with you.
Welcome to my queendom. So, we're going to come back to this. We want to get really deep into recognizing this behavior. We need to know. So we need to know what are some of the behaviors of this. And then we want to talk about how to combat this behavior. So I'm excited about it, and I don't want to hold us too long. We need to go to a commercial real quick, and we'll come back, and we're going to talk about these toxic relationships so some of you guys can let go of some toxins. All right? We'll be right back. Sprinkle with Slay Lip Glaze. Vegan beauty. Don't be cruel, let them live. Healthy lipstick. Natural. No paraben, no linoleum. Vegan made. Vegan Slay. Vegan life, the vegan way. Stays long under the mask. Little bit goes a long way. Slay all day with the new Sprinkle Me Slay Beauty Collection. Treat yourself or someone else at sprinkleme.biz. Yes, so recognizing toxic relationships, toxic behavior, dysfunctional behavior, curse carrying behavior. We talked about that. We talked about that, these are real. And a lot of times they're around us. They're people that has been close to us, that know us. They know how to trigger you. They know how to push the button. A lot of times they come together and they gather up and gang up on you. And, so I want to discuss some of this behavior so you can kind of get somewhat of an idea. The behavior is like bringing up your past.
That's a good one.
And it's the past that you have long gone past, understood it, picked it up, moved on. And there was another side of the story that they never had enough respect and enough humbleness and enough wisdom to even get that other side of the story. And they just keep in that past, throwing it up in your face.
Right.
And using it against you,
Right. God's forgiven you. You've forgiven yourself. But the naysayers will continue to bring up your past. It is the past, just what it says, the past.
Yes. And that is one behavior to always recognize dysfunction. And if you do that to people, you need to know that that's not correct. Yeah, so, just being able to recognize these toxic relationships, the behavior behind it is very important, because some of us don't know that this is dysfunctional. Some of us don't know that this is abuse. Right. You know what I mean? And so the past is one way. They throw it in your face. Never having another side of a story, but want to continue to treat you as such. And you don't really know that they're treating you as such of what they thought, but you feel like you're always getting attacked. And a lot of times that's something that they're holding on to in their spirit that allows them to feel like they can attack you every chance that they get, because it's an unfinished thought or one-sided story, that they've heard or that they've positioned in their soul and never had a chance to really talk to you or take the time to talk to you and see this other side to really have a full understanding of the whole picture.
Right. That's important. There's always three sides of the story. Anyhow, right. They say yours, mine, and the truth, and really it's just coming together and having that conversation.
Yeah, communication. And a lot of times people don't choose to do that. And it's very difficult to deal with people that's arrogant, that's haughty is what we call it, that's envious, that's judgmental, that's stereotypical, that's very prideful, that's egotistical. All these traits are really hard to break through because they'll never look at themselves, they'll never have an open mind, and they'll never be able to come to the conclusion of what they can do different or how may have been a part of pain towards your life, or how they may have been able to be a blessing to you, or maybe how they could understand your walk. Instead, they'd rather look on the outside, and treat you as such. So they really lose out.
Right. On the blessing of the relationship.
Yes.
And I know a lot of people are listening that can relate to everything that you're describing. But as I was listening to you, I was thinking, so it's beneficial if we spend more time working on self.
Yes.
Because that person may not ever change or recognize or admit.
Yes.
And so you can't hold your life up. Would you agree?
I totally agree.
You can't hold your life up for your healing.
Absolutely. Being able to work on yourself and cover yourself from these people and be aware. That's why, again, coming back to being aware of this behavior and knowing how this behavior is affecting you and how they are not willing to see anything different and they treat you as such. I've heard a lot of times people would say, oh, well, just don't say nothing about it. Just let it go, this and that. I don't agree with that, because when you let it go, it continues to be covered up. If that person is still thinking that way about you, it could be something he's holding or she's holding back from you because she's thinking something. It could be somebody that could bless you with, say, some money or an opportunity or a resource. They will purposely hold it back from you because they're stuck on this mindset of what they think about you or that circumstance.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they'll treat you as such. That could be like, you could be gasping for air. They'll think that you faking because they heard that you like drama. So you could be around them one day, literally gasping for air and choking, and they'll just just brush it off, and you can possibly choke yourself to death, around them. Or they might just walk out the room and be like, oh, here they go with that again. You know what I mean? Because they've heard one side of the story, or they've developed or incorporated one side of the story. So, these are recognizable behaviors, past, throwing in your face. Things like saying stuff like when you have a problem with them or a problem within yourself, and they say something like, well, they find out what you did wrong. They're trying to criticize you, and they're trying to look at, like you need to be examined, and you're just sharing with them something that happened. You know what I mean? And you think and you trust them out the goodness of your heart, and then they look for what you did wrong in it. And it's like, don't you think I already looked at myself? I'm already feeling bad enough, and I'm trying to examine myself. I've gotten to that place of what I've done. I'm just trying to share with you or vent or get some positive affirmation. A lot of times people just want some encouragement.
Right. And to be heard.
Just to be heard.
To know that you're listening and you understand. And you may not have the answer, but just being present.
Yes. Because they confide in you. And people confide in their family and close people that they love. They look for that love and that tenderness and that connection and that inspiration. But when you can't go to them because they're looking for what you do wrong, or you can't go to them because you feel like, oh, every time I go, I'm going to get attacked. Right. It's just really a hurtful thing for a lot of you and a lot of us. We've all been through this challenge in our life. And this is why I'm like sharing it and exposing it, because sometimes people think this is normal behavior. And they'll be up underneath that behavior all their life. Right.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because I want to make it personal. You have actually helped me a lot. Just having a safe place to talk, and I'm glad that we're sharing and talking about this, because people may think they're the only person going through it, or there's something wrong with me. Constantly questioning yourself, and in your book and talking with you personally, it was just it was healing for me. For you to say, well, that normally happens when X, Y, Z, and it helped heal me. It helped made me kind of put some wings under my some air under my wings, it just helped me throughout the day. So I want to thank you for being transparent. I want to thank you for speaking wisdom into my life and into our audience life, because most people won't talk about these hard subjects, because it's not easy to talk about, but it's real. And especially in our community, right? We're taught, keep my business in the house. Yes, period. Absolutely. So when we can
don't talk about that right now. This ain't time to talk about that. But you never talk about it.
It's never time. When's a good time, right? Exactly. We're getting older and older and older, and that thing, those roots are getting deeper.
Or you're hard to deal with, or you always got something going on. Right. And it gets deeper and deeper. Right. So, well, I'm happy to be able to. Because of being a victim of different circumstances in my life that wasn't always the most empowering, and most positive outcome, and because of all the experiences that I have been through, I realized that people just need positive energy. Yes. That can heal you alone. Absolutely. Is, just listening and seeing where they are, and, when they come to, when you go to someone or someone comes to you with a problem, find everything positive that you can about it. Not just always finding the fault and adding to it. Oh my God, that happened. Oh girl, this is gonna be a problem. Something about to happen. That's unfortunately, it's not that you're being, off balance or you're being in a delusion and unreal, but I think that when you put positive energy around it, it can reverse some energy. Yes. You know what I mean?
And you practice that.
I really try.
You really do practice that in our conversation. Good. You won't just automatically, I hear you counsel other people, just say one thing, you'll kind of stand back and say, well, look at it like this, and that's what we all need to do.
I really do. I try to put myself in a person's position, and I try to understand at the end of the day, it's about, where we're going to go next. How are we going to fix this? Right. Yo, the rap table, the rap report, the rap table, the rap report, the rap table, the rap report. Here we go. Hey, all right. So what we gonna pick? Hair. Okay, you get it. Right here. Hair. My hair. My hair. My hair.
My hair is curly. My hair is blonde. My hair.
Yeah, my hair was pink, but now it's blonde and pink and red, and it made it go on. I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do next.
Hair. I wear it to my butt. Wear it to my shoulder.
Down to the back, to the front, to the ooey. Back, front, side to side. Push this stuff because we ain't lied about our hair. Is down to the back, and we're gonna do it like that. Hair, nails, nails, no nails, hair, nails, nails, no nails, nails, hair. My hair. And I don't care. My hair, I don't care what you think. I don't care. I'ma be me, my hair, and this how it is. Okay.
I'm not a rapper.
Good job. Rap Table Report.
That was fun.
Shout out to Beats by Ruts. That's one of his beats. Making it pop like it is. We gonna eat. Boom. Yeah, you know what it is. Suga-T in the place to be. Queen's View Report. Bringing you it to you. Queen's View Review. Queen's View Report. Chicka. You see that? Miss Lady Tapatha code, and we're going to go on and see you the next time. Make sure you log on to the website, sugarrush.com. Follow us at Suga-T, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and make sure that you get with us if you want to get your product reviewed, and make sure you follow us and tell us what you think a queen is at this time. Yeah, and y'all represent y'all queendom. Be safe out there, and I hope you have fun with us. Peace and blessings.
Yee! Girl,
Girl, bye.
Bye.
All right, get back. All right. It's your girl, Suga. You know what it is, sprinkling you. Yes, with the new Work It Dance Out series.
Get healthy, have fun, stay fit, and stay safe with Suga-T.
Yes, everybody's invited to come have some fun. Come and hang out with me and my friends while we keep it sexy, sassy, classy, and we keep you moving and grooving. Because your health is your wealth. You know what I mean? And work it. And I'm challenging you to come work it. Alright? Show me what you're working with. Yay! Let's get it. Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Suga-T. Giving you a sugar rush.
Be sure to follow me at Suga-T, IG, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Who rocks the party? It gotta be a woman and she don't bother nobody. She's raw, close, she's greatest in the innate. You better come correct, let's get it straight out the gate. Bomb, she's back, the girl is all that. Holla at your girl if you wanna make it crack. Woman who dresses to impress, breed it to finesse. Now, who rocks the best? A chick who stays on hit, keeps a blinged out crib and knows how to make it happen. Lady, the rib who's supposed to give game to a youngin' and you'll always see her coming. Queen, bringing life for real. Never had a degree, but knows how to close the deal. Super bad, holding it down. The survival of the fittest, and she earned the crown. A Mac machine, earned the stripes, but talking ain't a thing. She raps, dance, she sings, she's mean, she's hot, she plots, and she can't be stopped. bill. If it don't make money, then the conversation's